So you're thinking about moving to Bellevue, Washington. Well, in today's video, we're doing a live Google Maps tour of Bellevue, and also at the end, I'm going to be sharing how you can save $1,000 when moving to Bellevue, Washington. So let's go ahead and dive right into Bellevue's Google Maps tour. Now here's an outline of Bellevue. It's located in the east side. Now when we say the east side here in Washington, we really mean everything east of Seattle, probably all the way up to Woodinville or so, Bothell area right here, all the way down to just about the Renton Highlands over here. Now the east side is known really for its wonderful education system that they have in place. Many schools all across the east side are going to rank in the A+ category on niche.com. Now niche.com is one of the best websites to use when it comes to doing research if you're looking to put your kids into a wonderful school. We'll be talking about Bellevue High School in a little bit. As you can see, they rank Bellevue High School as an A+ rating. Now when it comes to Bellevue, I want to dive straight into downtown Bellevue. Now downtown Bellevue is known for having, of course, Bellevue Downtown Park. Bellevue Downtown Park is absolutely gorgeous. It's a phenomenal place to be. If you want to take a walk, if you want to take your kids over to Inspiration Playground over here, it's a very interactive playground and all of this. You could see this massive loop over here. It's essentially a circle, and I think it's about a half-mile loop or so, if I'm not mistaken. You always see some ducks over there, some wildlife. And what I love about this time of the year when it comes to Bellevue Downtown Park is the Bellevue Downtown Park ice rink. I believe it's about 9,000 square feet or so. It's an indoor ice rink that they set up right here in the heart of Bellevue Downtown Park. They set it up right here, and you essentially can park over here and walk on over. I believe it's maybe 20 bucks or so to get a pair of ice skates. And if you have children with you, they actually have those little walkers on the ice, kind of like those old people walkers. Well, you can get one of those and slide all across the ice. And it doesn't have to be with just for little kids. I could say, I'm not ashamed to say that I had need for them before as well. Anyways. So Bellevue Downtown Park is a wonderful place for you to visit, and like I said, Inspiration Playground is over here, and right across Bellevue Downtown Park, if you park at any one of these parking spots here, you could walk around over here to Bellevue Square. Now Bellevue Square is known as one of the biggest shopping area in downtown Bellevue. This is the Christmas tree that they always put up, and when you go up this elevator over here at the very top floor, there's actually a massive playground for kids. This whole little section of the top floor is just a huge playground for kids. We always take our kids up there whenever we go over here, and really we visit downtown Bellevue a few times throughout the year, usually to meet people for work, but during Christmas time, it's one of the most popular times that we go to visit. This here is actually Snowflake Lane. Now Snowflake Lane is essentially a big parade that happens here every night off of Northeast 8th Street. And it starts, I believe, right off of 110th. And essentially they do this huge loop going up this way and then back down this way. So no matter where you stand all across the street over here, you will see every part of the parade. So let me show you a little bit about Snowflake Lane. Here is their website. Feel free to check them out. They run all the way up through the 24th of December. And you can see people standing here on the edges. That's exactly how it's like. You just come in, it's totally free, and you enjoy it. I believe it's about a 30-minute parade, so it's not too long. And I believe it starts at 7 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And a little quick tip for you, if you're visiting Snowflake Lane in the winter time, there's a Starbucks over here, and many people go over here to line up at Starbucks, and there's always huge lines. It's located, I believe it's right in this building here. And quick little tip is order online, because when I ordered online, I was able to walk just right in and pick up my cup of coffee. So Snowflake Lane is definitely a place that you have to visit. Now, if you're looking for some food in downtown Bellevue, one of the most notable areas that you can check out, there's a few different ones. You have, if you're into just American food, Joey's in Bellevue is a great place to get some American food at. You also over here have Ascend Steakhouse. Let me show you. Right over here off of 4th Street. And Ascend Steakhouse, I think it's on the 90th floor. I can't remember, to be honest. But you have absolutely gorgeous views of the water, and you can see Seattle way out over there in the distance. So Ascend Prime Steakhouse if you want some steak. There's also Fogo de Chao, which is a Brazilian steakhouse. It's kind of set up like a buffet, and then people walk around and serve you as well. As you can see, they cut off the steak and it's very tasty. I actually at Fogo de Chao, I ordered a huge steak and they brought out the stone that you actually cook it on by yourself. Maybe that's just a creative way for them to get me to do the work. You have the Bellevue Arts Museum as well, if you're an art enthusiast. And notice how everything here, of course, is within walkable distance. Now, if you're living in downtown Bellevue, you can really expect to live in a condo if you want to be in the heart of downtown. For example, Avenue in Bellevue, it's a new building being built, 2 buildings actually right over here. I want to take you to their website. One of my clients bought a condo here on the 16th floor. Now at the bottom of Avenue, you have the shopping area as well, along with many different restaurants. But it's a wonderful place for a condo like this on the 16th floor. My client paid $2.8 million. That's what you can expect to buy a condo. And of course, the higher up in floors you go, the more expensive it's going to be. Ours was on the 16th floor. So the residences just finished up. They are proceeding to close on them right now. And I believe they're going to be building a few more, but it's a wonderful place for you to live in. Now, you might be asking, can I get a house in downtown Bellevue? And the answer is you can. It's going to be closer to the western side over here. You're going to see a lot of residences here. And price points here, they vary depending on what you can get. You can find some older homes in the $1.5 million mark, $2 million mark if they're really just old and shabby. But most of these homes are getting torn down for new construction, and those new construction homes can range anywhere from $4, $5, $6 million depending on how crazy you want to go. Now, if you're living in these residences or in the condos and you want to get away a little bit from the hustle and bustle of the city, literally just a short walk from Bellevue Downtown Park, you have Meydenbaur Bay Park, which overlooks Lake Washington. All these homes over here that you can see on the edge, all of them are in the 10, 11, 12 million dollar range mark, of course, with the, water access. You can see all those yachts lined up, but it's a wonderful park for you to visit, and you really get a little whiff of the Pacific Northwest, a little breath of fresh air, so to say. It's up on a hill. You usually park up there or along the street and you head down over to the park. So Meydenbaur Bay Park is definitely a park that you have to visit if you're looking for a little bit more of a peaceful environment and a little bit more quiet. Now, if you're looking to do some luxury shopping, the shops at Bravern is really our most luxurious area here in downtown Bellevue. You have Prada over here, you have Louis Vuitton, and you have John Howie Steakhouse, which is one of the most popular steakhouses here in Bellevue. So if you're looking to grab some steak and drop $40,000 on a bag, this is where you want to be. Now, when it comes to living in Bellevue, if you don't want to live anywhere near downtown, let's say you just don't want to deal with any traffic, and not dealing with traffic is just not a thing in Washington. The average Washingtonian spends 55 hours a year in traffic, whether you live in downtown or not. If you want to avoid traffic, live, breathe, sleep in downtown Bellevue, walk to all the stores, and never go anywhere else. But let's break up Bellevue in a few different neighborhoods. So first of all, you have West Bellevue over here. West Bellevue is where Bellevue High School is located, which is what we talked about here earlier. You can see here in West Bellevue, and it's rated A+. Most of the schools over here are going to be rated in the A+ category. West Bellevue is a prestigious neighborhood with luxurious homes. You have the Bellevue Club over here as well, which is over 250,000 square feet of, essentially it's a athletic club. You also have a hotel over there, 66-room boutique hotel. You also have a spa. And if you live in West Bellevue, this might be where you hang out and get a chance to meet a lot of the local people over here. It's a very prominent area of Bellevue. Houses on the water, again, can range in the tens of millions of dollars. I believe Russell Wilson's home was somewhere along this side as well, here near the water. Can't remember exactly. I think it's still for sale, actually. Got to look into that. You have Mercer Slough Nature Park over here as well. The thing I love about Washington is you have hints of the Pacific Northwest even within the city. As we mentioned over here, you have Meydenbaur Bay Park, Now, if you really want to head out into the nature, you're going to hop on I-90 over here and you're going to head east. East is where you're going to find your Snoqualmie Pass all the way over here. This is where you're going to be snowboarding, sledding. You're going to just have a bunch of fun during the winter time with your family. And you definitely want an all-wheel drive car or put on your chains, because you're going to see some accidents along the way, people sliding off into the sides. There are some cliffs over here as well, so you have to be careful. Sometimes there's rock hazards, you know, where rock is falling off of the top. Anyways, I'm not trying to scare you, but just make sure you're if you're traveling in the wintertime, you have an all-wheel drive car or some chains as well. You're also going to have Mount Si over here on the eastern side as well. Mount Si is where people go hiking. I went there once because we almost got eaten by a bear. But if you want to go to Mount Si or Little Mount Si, this is the place where you want to be. And North Bend is also a wonderful area to live, but we're not talking about North Bend today. We'll talk about it another time. Interstate 90 runs all the way east, all the way out to Spokane, Washington over here and throughout the rest of the country. So it's one of the most prominent interstates here in the nation, of course. Now, if you're traveling north and south, you're going to be going to 405 or to I-5, depending on where you want to be. The nice thing about living in Bellevue with Interstate 90 running, you can hop on over here and head over to Seattle rather quickly without hitting a ton of traffic. Because if you live over in Renton and you want to just take a short little drive to Bellevue, I want to show you something so you can get an idea of what the traffic looks like. So this is a 10-mile trip. 31 minutes is generous. Usually this is going to take you about 45 minutes or so, especially with road work. Yesterday we went from Renton to Bothell. It took us an hour and a half during evening rush hour, more like an hour 40 minutes. But yeah, 10 miles driving 31 minutes to maybe 45. It's quite a bit, so you can see how the average Washingtonian spends 55 hours a year in traffic. Now, when it comes to living in Bellevue, if you don't want to spend $5-6 million for a home, you could be living in Crossroads or towards Westlake, Sammamish. Homes over here near Lake Hills, they can range for about $1.5 million to $2 million. You could see this home here is 1.20 million. You know, nothing crazy. It's definitely not a fully remodeled home or anything else like that, right? But it is livable. Sure, you need some carpet changes and maybe some vanity and a kitchen remodel, but for $1.2 million, this is what you can expect to buy. Now, if you're looking for something maybe a little bit more newer in this area, you're going to be spending closer to $3 million, just like this home over here. A little bit bigger, has some views as well, so you could be spending close to $3 million for something like that. But you can see there are price points here. Look at this one, 1.375 million, okay? And it looks like it's updated as well, 1730 square feet. So you can find fair priced homes on the eastern side of Bellevue in this area. Now, people who love to hop on the freeway and quickly go somewhere would probably be living in Eastgate. Now, Eastgate in Bellevue is located over here close to I-90, and this little area here, this is one back when I started 8 years ago in the real estate field. I had one of my first listings over here in Eastgate, and it's changed a lot since then. A lot of older homes are just getting torn down and new ones are being built all across Eastgate. Homes like this, they'll all get torn down eventually. There's a lot of gentrification happening right now in Eastgate and really all throughout Bellevue. Heck, all throughout Washington, you're going to see a lot of new homes. This is maps from 2018 on Google. They really need to update it because as you're walking around here now, you're going to see a lot of brand new construction homes being built. And if you're looking to get into a little bit of shopping without going to downtown, you want to look at Factoria. So just a little short drive down Newport Way, you have Factoria, and this is another big shopping area here. And also, like Newport High, this is another high school that's highly rated over here. So you can check out Newport High School. In fact, let's look at it while we're here. Newport High School right here, rated number 2 in best public high schools in Washington, A+ rating. And that's located again right here in Factoria. And in Factoria, you can get a lot cheaper homes, like I said, than the West End. And massive shopping area over here. Sometimes we stop by Panda Express. You have the theaters over here as well. Really nice theater over here. They have pretty good seating, spacious and comfortable. So if you want to live maybe in a cheaper part of Bellevue but still have amazing schools, Factoria or Eastgate are for you. And Somerset is really known for a little bit more of a Pacific Northwestern vibe. It encompasses part of the Coal Creek area over here, and you see a lot of essentially greenery over there, and you do have some nice views over in Somerset. And when it comes to the natural beauty of Bellevue and overall Washington State, Lake Sammamish is also a very popular area for people to visit during the summer. Not only that, you of course have Lake Washington, which we always talk about, and that's the biggest lake in Washington. But Lake Sammamish is definitely a place that you have to check out. Over here is usually where you park and you head over to the beach. And our church hosts a bunch of events over here during the summer as well. It's a really nice area, a lot of paddle boarding, boating, water skiing, whatever it is you want to do, just taking a look at the nature. Really, Lake Sammamish State Park is where you want to be. Plenty of walking trails over here. You have the playground as well. You'll always see some kind of wildlife, frogs, ducks, you name it, we have it. And it's so close to the shopping area over here in Issaquah. So with that, our video comes to a close. Now I know what you're wondering. You're wondering,
Andre, you didn't tell me how to save $1,000 when moving here.
Well, guess what? When you move here, because I'm a realtor and a generous one, I will give you $1,000 at the closing table when you purchase your home here with me in Washington State. So if you'd like to know the details, or if you're looking to move here in 7 days, 7 hours, 7 months, whenever you want to, give us a call, shoot us a text, book a Zoom call with us down below as well, and we'd be happy to help you make that smooth move over to the Seattle, Washington area and beyond. This is Seattle Living 101, over and out.